Please welcome the Johns Hopkins University faculty, graduation speakers, and honorees. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets went clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Joshua. Welcome to the 2024 graduation ceremony for the Johns Hopkins School of Education. Woo! I am Jamie Lester, Vice Dean of Academic Affairs, and I am pleased to be your Master of Ceremonies this evening. Yesterday, we celebrated the achievements of students and alumni and honored the accomplishments of PhD and EDD candidates during our Society of Excellence Awards and doctoral hooding ceremonies. This evening, we've come together to celebrate the successful completion of academic requirements of all our assembled degree candidates. Candidates, when you leave Homewood Field tonight and you hang up your cap and gown, I know you'll be filled with confidence knowing that the Johns Hopkins School of Education has helped you master powerful tools to educate, to counsel, and to lead, but more importantly, to shape the future of education. I started my role as Vice Dean for Academic Affairs for the School of Education just last year in March 2023. Over the past year, I've had the privilege of meeting with many of you, and I am honored to have shared conversations about your personal and academic challenges, about how to make our programs even better, about changes in our field. I have watched you face difficult moments and, most importantly, persevere. Your insightfulness, your commitment, your passion are all remarkable. But what is most inspiring to me is your powerful ability to advocate for others and for yourselves. Seeing that critical skill in action among you gives me tremendous confidence in your future and in the future of our field. It occurred to me that you may think that you have come to Johns Hopkins University to become great, to rise to a new level of excellence. But the more opportunities that I have to speak with you all, the more I'm certain that all your greatness, all that capacity for excellence was already there. Johns Hopkins strengthens you, this institution challenges you, and it supports you. It puts you among brilliant peers and professors. And on days like today, it celebrates your achievement with 148 years of proud tradition. But it is you who make Johns Hopkins great. You fulfill and make real all the essential elements we profess as central to our Johns Hopkins character: research excellence, community service, and dedication to improving educational opportunity. So, families, friends, faculty, staff, alumni, and honored guests, please join me in applauding greatness, the Johns Hopkins School of Education Class of 2024. You may sit. Thank you. I mean, you could stand the whole time too, but you may get tired. And if you're wearing certain shoes, that's going to be harder. So now, please allow me to introduce Christopher Morphew, Dean of the Johns Hopkins School of Education.
Good evening. How's everybody doing? Good. Remember, this is your event. You can make it as much fun as you want to. Permission tonight, permission granted. Degree candidates, family and friends, faculty and staff, alumni and honored guests, welcome to the 2024 Johns Hopkins School of Education graduation ceremony. As Dean of the School of Education, I am honored to preside over this important academic milestone. Throughout my career, I've attended quite a few graduation ceremonies, several of my own, and this ceremony is my 7th as Dean of the School of Education, and I have to say, this view, this feeling, Homewood Field, we get the best weather for any of the graduation ceremonies. The energy on the field that you guys bring, this never gets old. It's my favorite event, so thank you. As I look out into the crowd, I see parents and families bursting with pride, friends and colleagues who are thrilled for each other, and candidates eager to hit the ground running. And I know some of you are already running. This moment right here on Homewood Field is what you have worked so hard for, and I'll ask you to take a moment, look around, take a deep breath, and feel the positive energy. Take it all in. There will be plenty of selfies and social media posts to help you remember this evening, but there's nothing more special than being here in this moment. So class of 2024, this is your day. This is a day you've earned. Allow this milestone to propel you into a lifetime of great achievements. That's what I'm talking about, some good energy there. Each and every education leader sitting in front of me this evening, and all the leaders sitting up on the stage, I was talking about you in the first part of that sentence, did not get to this level of accomplishment alone. It takes inspiring mentors and colleagues, supportive partners and friends, and of course, loving families to help you mold great leaders like yourselves. So let's hear it for all the people, all the loved ones who've nurtured you, all the teachers, all the professors who've nudged you, who've cajoled you, who've insisted that you work as hard as you can, and all the mentors who've supported your passion for education, and all those who believed in your ability to soar to this point of excellence. Thank you. Now, class of 2024, as you continue on your journey of shaping the future of education, especially at a time when we are met with broad challenges like a nationwide shortage of teachers, increasing student mental health needs, and the continuing call for our nation to address racial equity in education, please be certain to keep alive the spirit of collaboration. I cannot underscore this enough. None of us got to this level of accomplishment alone. No institution, no school, no community or family, and no single education leader can solve today's complex challenges in education alone. Look in the seats beside you, look into the stands, look behind me on this stage. These are your colleagues, these are your communities, these are the people who stand with you and behind you as you face today's challenges and work to make measurable, transformational change. We all can draw strength and expertise and inspiration from one another. This day is yours, but all of us are connected. Tonight, when we celebrate your achievements and honor distinguished alumni leaders who came before you, in doing so, we are renewing our common commitment as educators to empower individuals, schools, communities, and organizations to learn, adapt, and thrive more safely, more effectively, and more equitably. Thank you for that opportunity. And I've seen your work, class of 2024, your impressive doctoral dissertations. We celebrated that last night. Your outstanding collaborative work on innovative research and your active engagement here in Baltimore, across the country, and across the world. The need for your expertise is strong. Your work is just beginning. As you start to collaborate with other passionate and committed professionals and forge impactful partnerships, we here at the School of Education can't wait to see how the work you will do will build stronger, more vibrant communities. Congratulations, and now let's get this program started. We have many special guests here this evening to celebrate with you. Our student speaker is Master of Science in Counseling candidate and somebody already out working in the schools, Jabri McLean, a member of the legendary Johns Hopkins School of Education class of 2024. He's got his fan base in the audience, very important. Our keynote speaker is Dr. John White, Chief Success Officer of Great Minds, former Louisiana State Education Chief, and a member of the Johns Hopkins School of Education class of 2022. And our Johns Hopkins Alumni Association representative is renowned school leader Rhonda Racchetta, Johns Hopkins School of Education class of 2006. What a great group. Only 1 year after earning her master's degree here, Dr. Racchetta became principal of Baltimore's City Springs Elementary Middle School. There, in addition to painting everything purple, She led the implementation of restorative practices that soon transformed school climate and culture. City Springs has since become a national model, and Dr. Raquetta's leadership has helped bring restorative practices to all Maryland schools. In 2018, my first graduation ceremony, we presented her with our Distinguished Alumni Award, one of the very awards she will in turn present tonight. So let's please give a great warm welcome to a remarkable education leader and our School of Education representative on the Johns Hopkins Alumni Council, Dr. Rhonda Raquetta.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Morphew. And it really, really is a pleasure to be here today, standing here on this podium in front of all of you. I want to first say good evening to graduates, families, and friends. It is my pleasure and privilege to bring you warm greetings from the 27,123 alumni of the Johns Hopkins School of Education and the more than 250,000 Johns Hopkins University alums around the world. Welcome, all of you, to your alumni community. I must also add that as educators, you are about to take on jobs that are the most important in the world. Please don't ever lose sight of how important you are. This evening, you are joining an elite group, a global society of scholars and friends. You will find that graduates from all Hopkins divisions are interested in education, wellness, leadership, community, and other issues that we all hold so dear. They will also share many of your personal interests. As you find yourself traveling and working in the years to come, I encourage you to stay connected through networking opportunities, affinity groups, events, and personal enrichment activities. You can join us through Hopkins at Home, your online source for lectures, mini courses, live events, and lifelong learning. In case you haven't had enough education from Hopkins, there is always more. As you celebrate your achievement today, remember, you will always be a Johns Hopkins graduate. I hope this will be the first of many opportunities where our paths will cross. It is now my honor to present special awards from the Johns Hopkins Alumni Association. I am delighted to be here with you today presenting this year's awards to such accomplished graduates. I will begin with the Outstanding Recent Graduate Award. This award honors recent graduates for outstanding achievement or service in their professional or volunteer life. I am very pleased to present this award to Ms. Sheree Davis. Sheree's journey began in Baltimore City as a special educator. She then went on to become a founding teacher at the Baltimore Talent Development High School, where her values of dedication, innovation, and lifelong learning took root. Transitioning to roles at our Center for the Social Organization of Schools, then in Baltimore County Public Schools, Sheree expanded her impact on improving academic outcomes and propelled significant changes in leadership development and pipeline programming. An alumna of our administration and supervision program, Sheree went on to serve as middle school assistant principal at our partnership school, Henderson Hopkins, seizing the opportunity to have a more direct impact on students, families, and the overall learning environment. And I will also add to her resume, soon to be newly appointed Principal Davis. Congratulations. In more than 25 years as an educator, with honors ranging from the Oprah Winfrey Ambassador Teacher Award to the Johns Hopkins School of Education Society of Excellence Award, Sheree has mentored more than 25 early career educators and fostered positive change wherever she served. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I am very pleased to present Sheree Davis with the Outstanding Recent Graduate Award for her outstanding achievements in professional service to Johns Hopkins and to the Baltimore community. Next, we have the recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus Award, which recognizes those alumni who epitomize the Johns Hopkins tradition of excellence and bring credit to the university by their personal accomplishment, professional achievement, or humanitarian service. This year, we honor Dr. Roy Stroud III. Dr. Stroud could not be here this evening, so accepting the award on his behalf is Tony Ungaretti, Director of the Master of Education in Health Professions Program. So let me just tell you a little bit about Dr. Stroud, a board-certified neurologist and fellowship-trained neuro-oncologist. Dr. Stroud is also Vice Dean for Medical Education at the Wake Forest University School of Medicine. He completed his clinical and research neuro-oncology fellowship at Johns Hopkins Hospital in 2015 and his Master of Education in the Health Professions at the Johns Hopkins School of Education in 2018. Of his over 100 peer-reviewed research articles, more than 30 are specific to medical education, including publications in Teaching and Learning in Medicine, MedEd Portal, Clinical Teacher, Neurology, and other influential journals. He is the former Associate Editor for Medical Education Online and is the founding editor of Neurology Education, the first ever medical education-focused journal in neurology and neuroscience. Dr. Stroud's many awards include the SGEA Innovation in Education Award in 2019 and the Association of American Medical Colleges inaugural M. Brownell Anderson Award in 2020. Dr. Ungaretti, thank you for accepting this award on behalf of Dr. Stroud. Our final award this evening is presented to a current School of Education faculty member for excellence in teaching. This award is given annually by the Alumni Association to recognize the critical importance and impact of instruction. Current students nominate faculty members, and the recipient is selected by a committee headed by the dean. I am pleased to present this award to Miss Veronica Guglielcello. Veronica is the faculty advisor and senior lecturer in the International Gifted Teaching and Learning Program. And instead of reciting her bio, I would like to share just a few examples of what her students wrote about her. She's always been genuinely caring about every single student and non-biased with all situations. Eager to infuse creative content into classroom instruction, guiding students not only academically, but also in their future development. Miss G always brightens the classroom. She is the role model of leadership, and besides class time, she spent time and effort to know her students. Miss G helped us to get through a lot of difficulty during the school year. Clearly, Miss G is a terrific teacher, and on behalf of the Alumni Association and the School of Education, I am pleased to present you the Excellence in Teaching Award. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of our Alumni Association award winners and to today's graduates. I wish all of you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Rhonda, and congratulations to our Alumni Association honorees. Let's give them all one big round of applause. As I look out at our class of 2024, I am in awe of the incredible group of people in front of me. You inspire all of us with your passion in addressing tough challenges, your innovation in working to shape the future of education, and your dedication to ensuring the success of generations to come. These are the definitive characteristics of a champion in education, and they are the definitive characteristics of Sarah Lynn and Sheldon Glass. Sheldon received his master's degree from the predecessor to the School of Education in 1966 and has been teaching ever since in several Johns Hopkins divisions, including the Schools of Education and Medicine. Sarah Lynn is a '77 graduate of the School of Education and has been honing her craft ever since. She is also a founding member of the Johns Hopkins Alumni Council. I've known Sarah Lynn and Sheldon since I came to Johns Hopkins in 2017. Both have served on our National Advisory Council, and both have offered the School of Education their expertise and ongoing commitment. They've offered me their friendship as well. I couldn't be more grateful. I cannot imagine two individuals whose work and life are more aligned with this award. Champions advocate and promote. They are principled and they are resilient. The Glasses' careers as educators, professionals, and citizens, and a married couple of 65 years, I understand. That's probably the most impressive thing. They are all about helping others, including helping others to learn. I would now like to invite 2024 Master's Degree in Counseling candidate Annalise Neiman to join me here on stage. Look at this, she got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
Annalise is a recipient of the Sheldon D. Glass and Sarah Lynn B. Glass Counseling Scholarship. The Glasses endowed the scholarship fund in 2011, and since then, more than 50 counseling students like Annalise have benefited from their generosity. Some are now serving in critical positions in high-need schools. Some are connecting in mental health services in underserved communities. and many of them have started their own practices. But all of them are finding new ways to serve and heal, to listen, and to empower. Annalise, you're in good company.
Thank you. Sarah Lynn and Sheldon Glass, thank you for your leadership in the field of education and your generous scholarship donations. You have given many counselors, myself included, the privilege of focusing fully on our academic pursuits, and we are honored to present with you with the Champions of Education Award.
Thank you, Annalise. Sheldon and Sarah Lynn are the ultimate lifelong learners. And through their generosity, they are enabling Johns Hopkins counselors to become lifelong leaders and healers in today's schools and our communities. Come closer. In honor of their many contributions to advance education through leadership and innovation, and on behalf of the Johns Hopkins School of Education, we proudly present the 2024 Champion in Education Award to Sheldon and Sarah Lynn Glass.
Congratulations to Sheldon and Sarah Lynn Glass, true champions of education. Each year, our student graduation speaker is selected from a competitive pool of talented candidates, and I am told that this year was particularly competitive. And this year's speaker is Jibri McLean. Born and raised here in Baltimore, Jibri is a proud graduate of the Gilman School and has always had a passion for helping children strive to their fullest potential and achieve their dreams. After earning his bachelor's degree in political science from Kenyon College, Jibri taught middle school history at the Calvert School for 5 years, while earning his master's degree in counseling here at the Johns Hopkins School of Education. That in itself is pretty impressive. He currently serves as upper school counselor at Germantown Academy in Pennsylvania. Class of 2024, please welcome your student speaker, Jibri McLean.
Class of 2024, this is our moment. Make some noise for yourself. My mother always told me, if you can believe, then you can achieve. Well, my friends, as I look around today, I would say that we all have achieved the belief that we will one day become graduates of Johns Hopkins University. Whether you believe that the first day you enter the program, or up until the moment you finally put on your cap and gown for today's ceremony, congratulations, we're here now. Not only is this a great achievement, it is also a great responsibility. A responsibility for us to go and make effective change in our educational systems. A responsibility to stand in the gaps of inequity. A responsibility to be that child's trusted adult. A responsibility to commit to this work. But how? How will you make a difference? How will you put what you learned into practice? How will you show that you deserve to be in the position that you're in? I think that it all comes back to belief. Belief is extremely powerful because of its infectious nature. When a person truly believes in themselves, then they begin to harness a power or energy that drives them to start achieving and manifesting their true potential. Studies have shown that our beliefs influence our thoughts, and those thoughts determine our actions. Furthermore, everyone has different core beliefs about themselves and the world around them, which ultimately shapes our reality. That is life, and somewhere along the way, someone impactful in your life may have made you believe in something more than yourself. Whether that was a coach in sports, your favorite teacher, a religious leader. I ask that you reflect on the last time you really believed in something before today and how that made you feel. I ask this because that will be our responsibility for our children, families, and communities that we will serve through our careers in education. Right now, more than ever, I would argue that our administrators, educators, and students need to believe that change can and will happen. And to my fellow graduates of 2024, if not us, then who? It is critical that we reflect on our past to avoid similar mistakes, and it is essential that we create procedures to safeguard the spaces necessary for children and all people to believe that they can be whatever they put their mind to. This can only happen if we model for them authenticity and vulnerability, as well as reciprocity and humility. I challenge the class of 2024 and any current educators in the audience to embark on this coming school year with a goal of instilling authentic belief in yourself and your students and those that you serve by showing up every day and believing in yourself. Believe that what you have is enough to offer. Believe that you are an essential employee and that your experiences matter. Believe that you may not see immediate change, but you are a significant piece of effective change. By showing up every day with this mindset, the infectious nature of believing will begin to take effect and rub off on those around you. Believe in yourself and those around you, and I believe that we will achieve a brighter future for education. Thank you.
Thank you, Jabri. And yes, the future of education is certainly brighter with the class of 2024 leading the way. Now it's my distinct pleasure to introduce another bright light in the world of education, this evening's keynote speaker, John White. John is the Chief Success Officer at Great Minds, where he works to ensure the effective implementation of curriculum for millions of our nation's school children. Before his role at Great Minds, John served as Louisiana State Superintendent of Education. For nearly a decade in Louisiana, he led nationally recognized efforts to unify the state's fragmented early childhood system, including working to rebuild the New Orleans public school system after Hurricane Katrina. In 2019, Louisiana students ranked first in the nation for improvement in 8th grade mathematics on the National Assessment of Education Progress, and over the decade of John's tenure, Louisiana ranked in the top 10 states for improvement on every one of the 4 tests in that assessment. John is co-founder of Propel America, a nonprofit startup that is connecting high school graduates with good first jobs, and Watershed Advisors, a consultancy to governments scaling high-impact education initiatives. And in 2022, John earned his doctorate in education from this great university. Please welcome Dr. John White.
Good evening. Dean Morphew, members of the faculty, graduates, students, community members, family members, it's an honor to be here. And to all of you here, as a fellow alumnus, I congratulate you, and I hope that all that you've had the chance to learn here at Johns Hopkins will stand you in good stead for a meaningful life and for a career of public service. I should note that in my time here at Hopkins, as Dean Morphew mentioned, I received my doctorate degree. My wife and I also had 3 children in those 5 years. And it really is through that lens that I'm here today. I do need to tell you, I'm speaking probably most to those of you in the gold robes, I believe, but my kids love to torment me with a very simple concept, which is this idea that, Dad, you're not a real doctor. You're just a books doctor. So be forewarned, they take great glee in this. But it is that perspective of a parent that makes me happiest and most proud to be here today. I thought, and now parents in the room, I'm speaking largely to you, I thought when I was a teacher, and being a teacher, I thought that I appreciated great teaching. But I'll tell you, as a dad, talking about my kids' teachers brings tears to my eyes. And it's that perspective, one of deep, deep gratitude for their teachers and for your children's teachers, that I come here today. My message today starts from that place, deep gratitude. And I'd like in my comments today to share with you perhaps just a little bit of advice, just one piece, one suggestion that perhaps you can take forward with you in your career leaving this extraordinary venue today. My career started 25 years ago as a Teach for America Corps member in Jersey City, New Jersey. Go TFA. I spent 8 years working in schools. I served as an administrator in New York City and in Louisiana, as Dean Morphew mentioned, where my family and I live today. For the last 2 years, Dean, as you mentioned, I've served at Great Minds, helping to implement Wit and Wisdom and Eureka Math Squared, the two curricula that are used here in Baltimore City, with great pride. And my job really is, as the Dean said, to help the thousands of teachers and schools and school leaders across the country and school systems across the country to figure out how do you make the most of a great curriculum. Because it involves transfer of knowledge. It involves encouraging discourse among students. And ultimately, and far and away most important, as my dissertation advisor David Steiner would say, it involves fostering wisdom. Because to be human, to be an adult, is all about making choices. It's about being confronted with choices. It's about making wise choices. And thus, education and wisdom are inextricably linked. The professional world that I inhabit, in government and now not in government, you might call the world of the system, and perhaps also the system's always present but troublesome cousin, the world of politics. And as you come into this world of education and counseling and teaching and learning, having now achieved this remarkable achievement, I want to talk a little bit about today's world, the world of the system and its cousin, the world of politics, and how you can teach and learn in this world. Because the truth of it is, we don't see in our politics a wisdom that is manifested. We don't always see, and our kids don't always see in our political leadership, without getting into the specifics, great choices and role models for wise living. It seems quite natural these days to be a little pessimistic about large-scale systems, including education systems. It seems a little natural to be skeptical, even about progress via education, even sitting here today here at Johns Hopkins. And to some extent, it seems natural to be a little pessimistic even about the future of societies, and even our society. With every article, with every post, with every podcast, I myself find myself a little more susceptible to a growing kind of pessimism about the future. In some corners of the political universe, it's argued that our values as a people are broken, and that our way of life is eroding, and that schools, in particular public schools, have aided in this decline, in this slide from grace. Others argue that our systems and our institutions are irrevocably tainted by their past, and that efforts in incremental improvement are for naught in the absence of a more fundamental change. Throw in some statistics about learning loss, birth rate declines, mental health, and you can have a very seductive narrative of negativity. It is an altogether dreary message, not an easy one to receive, especially when you're in the classroom. And it is hard, and it is stressful, for me at least, to reconcile hearing that message with the inherent confidence that we educators place in knowledge, that we educators place in education itself, and that ultimately we educators must have as a faith in progress. You may feel that tension too, reading the news or watching television or talking with friends. And I'm not here to tell you to disregard it. We have to attend to missteps and injustices in our society. But I am here, class of 2024, to encourage you as you reflect on what you've achieved here at Hopkins, when you think about all the good that you can do in the decades to come, that you please hold in your mind's eye the warmth of this beautiful night here at Homewood, and that you reject the kind of intellectually easy cynicism about the system that today passes for intelligence, but which too often amounts to little more than simply giving up, and oftentimes giving up on our kids. I'm here to urge you to do the harder thing, the thing that your Hopkins training by these extraordinary faculty call you to do, which is by way of your seat in the system. And we've heard today from philanthropists, counselors, school leaders, education system leaders, faculty members, whatever seat you choose in the system. I'm encouraging you to embrace a life of humble inquiry into the nature of problems, to understand problems deeply, and to embrace the risk and the frustration that comes with trying to solve them. Not in the abstract or in the theoretical sense, not on pontificating or posting, but in the way that one commits to something very, very concrete, something durable, something difficult, something long-standing. For as in raising a child or in a marriage, so too do we in public service and in education have the opportunity for a commitment, a faithful commitment to the idea that problems can be solved and that there is an inherent eternal good, that there is a wisdom that comes of putting aside that temptation for being cynical, the temptation to opt out, putting it aside and actually trying to solve problems for kids, no matter how vexing they are, no matter how often we fail or simply achieve partial successes. However you came to education, however you came to public service, however you came to Johns Hopkins, the blessing that we share, the blessing that has been bestowed upon you tonight, the blessing that has been bestowed upon me, is the open door of the university, the open door of the schoolhouse, the open door of the State House. You see, all these places exist to help great human beings solve hard problems for other human beings. This invitation into the university, into the school, into public service, differentiates us educators from those whose vocations are to exploit status quo systems, whether it's for profit or for growth or whatever else, or for those who reject systems altogether. We exist within the system exactly so that its problems can be confronted. We educators do not ignore problems, just as we cannot adopt a mindset that fetishizes problems without wanting to understand and resolve them. It takes courage to do what you do. It takes courage to be a problem solver, to walk through that schoolhouse door every single day and to express one's faith that we don't have to be beleaguered by whatever conspires against us or against our students. We're told on cable news that we're bit parts in a broken machine, one that some believe used to work perfectly and that has now degraded, or that for others was forever broken and evermore shall be. But to change the world, I believe, we have to reject those presumptions. And with a certain faith, we who have had this honor, the honor of sitting on this field tonight, have to pursue lives of understanding and resolving problems, knowing full well that failure is a key feature of progress. Here's the good news. We take this approach of understanding and problem solving and issue resolution in league with a national and international community of fellow educators. We each could name in our minds from our work in schools and in communities, dozens, hundreds, thousands. Surely you have your own list of people who commit themselves every day to courageous solving of problems. I've been blessed with my own list in the schools and the communities, the cities and the states within which I've been so blessed to work. The point is not so much the brilliance of their ideas or the brilliance of my ideas or the brilliance of your ideas or even, with all respect, the brilliance of their ideas. The point is the moral commitment to solving real problems in the lives of real people and the faith that it takes to act on hard-earned understanding. Whatever one's politics, that act of faith that you have taken by walking through the door of this university, by walking through the door of your schoolhouse, is a rejection of the cable news sales pitch that the world is broken beyond repair and that the other guy has to succumb if it's ever going to get any better. Johns Hopkins has given our minds the tools to confront problems as they exist, and your heart has led you to the crucible of our society and its future. On behalf of one grateful dad, on behalf of the generations of educators before you and the generation of children to follow you, I implore you to never turn your back on the mission of wisdom, the quest for understanding, and the ever-optimistic plight of the problem solver. Thank you so much for your service, class of 2024, and Godspeed on the journey ahead.
Thank you, John, for that inspiring message to us. Much appreciated. We would now like to salute those candidates who received special awards during our Society of Excellence ceremony yesterday evening. Would all our Society of Excellence award recipients please stand to be recognized? Thank you. As you already know, the degrees earned by the graduates will officially be conferred by President Daniels at the university-wide commencement Thursday morning. But tonight is when the real excitement happens. We've reached the part of the program that everyone on the floor in front of me has been waiting for, and undoubtedly all of you in the stands. My colleagues and fellow faculty members, Ranji Johnbull, Sterling Travis, Veronica Gugalicello, and Annette Campbell-Anderson will assist in calling our graduates forward by academic division and degree. We will call the programs in the following order: Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Master of Education in the Health Professions, Master of Science in Counseling, Master of Science in Education, Master of Science in Education Policy, and Master of Science in Special Education. First, some brief instructions for the graduates. You will come forward to the stage one row at a time, prompted by the ushers. This first group has done a beautiful job. Look at this example. Good job, first group. When it is your turn to come up to the platform, you're going to hand us over here a card. When we read your name, you'll proceed across the center of the stage to be congratulated by Dean Christopher Morphew. Then please return to your seat. At the conclusion of our ceremony, faculty will recess first, followed by all of you. We will begin with our 2024 student speaker. There he is. All right. And then all of our degree candidates, beginning with those from the PhD program. Will the student speaker, Jibri McLean, and the PhD candidates please rise and come forward?
Jibri McLean. Catherine Jane Cornwall. These are for the Doctor of Philosophy degree. Nan Mu. Chi Young Jung. Zyroshe Smith Onyewu. And now for the Doctor of Education. Kamala Marshall. Brittany Williams. Lindsay Passmore. Yasmin Vanessa Castle. Victoria Ann Carbone Will. Dana Baker. Megan Benet. Ashley Stewart Flynn. Rebecca Stassinopoulos. Marisa Lee Cleghorn. Trishanya Raju. Juliana Ospina Cano. Lanice Karen Stevenson. Shalina Marshall Warren. Nicole Shop. Maria Denise Vasquez. Elena Rosa. Gisleen Wong Cornwell. Timothy Patrick Mulrain. Emily Robibero. Bryn Caitlin Smith. Michaela DeSimone. Eric Jason Gutgartz. Gregory Barton. Amy Rochelle Lancy. Kimberly Lamb. Nena Helena Anoru. Kip Triu. Aisha Simone Austin. Samuel Sullivan Jr. Rob Wilmot.
now for the Masters of Education in Health Professions. Mohammed Abdelatif. Robert Scott Dingeman. Samar Hagazi. Taylor Maggie Bischoff. Tequila Carter. Ido Zamberg. Jechika Odenchiko Mora. And now for the Masters of Science in Counseling. Carly Berterman. Annalise Neiman. Kenya Newsome. Karishma Singh. Cindy Bowie. Joyce Minyi Wang. Zainab Imran Siddiqui. Julia Friend Eckstein. Sasha Cheng. Mingxing Xia. Shilong Hu. Francis Manningding. Damian Randall. Seyong Chu. John Henry Strong. Evan Michael Elkin. Quentin Curran Cook. Stella Rena Thompson Saya. Savannah Victoria Rourke. Lauren Chin. Abigail Cody. Shannon Fallon Bittner. Caitlin Elise Rosinsick. Riley Marie Powers. Emma Grace Siegert. Sarah Gabra. Soha Ashraf. Caitlin Marie Bonney. Shima Dimba. Ashwarya Jayabarathi. Chung Wai Cherry Ng. Amnia Ahmed. Suzette Young. Keenan Devon Eldridge. Hafsa Khan. Cassandra Irene Butler. Christine Fontaine de Cervellon. Shayla Brown. Aliyah Sasista Cullam. Tess Richardson. Sabine Matalka. Anika Yahian Limson. Katie Ann Walker. James Henry Puzo Smith. Kelly Ann Timlin. Casey Flynn. Youngji Kim. Deepika Satayan Daga. Anshul Mohanty. Kaylee Maria Grindrod. Chantel Collins. Anan Yu. Rachel Kyung Lee. Mark Wong. Junyi Caroline Wei. Madeline Smith.
For the Master of Science in Education, Digital Age Learning and Educational Technology. Haley Elizabeth Cohen. Angel Olivero. Victoria Sai Yin Lo. William Matthew Mulliken. Jennifer Hua Peng. Miriam Ha Thompson. For the Master of Science in Education, Gifted Education. Bridget Christine Bellew. Amanda Alexander. Susan Ann Moore. Zheng Ji Li. For the Master of Science in Education, Educational Studies Interdisciplinary. Shrishna Puri. Lauren Allison Elliott. Christine Park. Sabrina Sengupta. Jennifer Wine Lasley. Palmer Ellen Bellady. Johanna Catherine Thomas. Sebastian Chu. Faith Ashley Cavarella. Natasha LaRoya. Claudia Shirtane Stefan. You go, Claudia, you go, girl. Alicia Mercedes Devlin. For the Master of Science in Education, International Teaching and Global Leadership Cohort. Yu Ching Zhang. Ping. Annie Go. Jing Jing Zhu. Ching Sai. Zhirong Wang. Bowen Zhu. Jean Chow. Li Wei Zhao. Yuan Chang Dong. Wen Chi Wu. Heilin Wang. Xu Cheng Song. Simin Lee. Fei Hu. Zhe Zhao. Linze Zhang. Yiming Wang. Hangmin Lee. Fu Hang Lin. Serena Liu. Yuning Lee. Ailin Deng. Qi Zhao. Shi Yu Ging. Yun Yi Zhang. Rosie Lee. Hu Yin Zhang. Bo Shi Go. Jina Zhu. Yiming Chen. Cheng Yu Sai. Song Lin. Franquiana Yartavia Paraquive. Alain Jolie Kaur. Wan Shay Blunt. Elizabeth Ann Oriana. Gabrielle Grace Corayo.
Jessica Junn. Tyaria Evans. Sarah Jenny Schindler. Allison Christine Edge. Jeffrey Stewart Barnes II. Chelsea Nicole Season Ilyarde. Annalie Grace Hughes. Mary Ann Collins. Jerry R. Grossman. Rashana Marie Tracy Banks. Joelle Bosque. Romare Marshall. Sinhei Angela Kim. Andres Eduardo Takecha. Arissa Kamora. Jelani Corinne Woods. Caitlin Flanagan. Jessica Zhao. Harris Danielle Robinson. Sabrina M. Olajumoke Aremu. Anissa Harris. Brittany Nelson. Alicia Inez Castro Ibe. Tina Marie Imbriano. Kelsey McCaffrey. Jerica Lenore Eppel. Anika Kelly Perry. Claire McKay. Jennifer Margaret Crett. Mika Allen. Kelsey Watt. Carrie Ann O'Brien. Alexandra Noel Harris. Najee Hope. Rebecca Margaret O'Mara. Emily Hindis. Maximo Pablo Alfaro Rivera. Lauren Russell. Kristen Battaglia. Roanne Roxanne Thomas. Brianna K. Pearson. Ileana Marie Beck. Eileen Ba. Nichelle C. Brewer. For the Master of Science in Education Policy. Michelle Shirk. Mikhail Roberts. Brianna Tibbetts. William Scott Corson. For the Master of Science in Special Education. Haley Marie Eveler. Gloria Hee-Yeon Lee. Marjorie Miller. Carlin Wylam.
Families, friends, faculty, staff, alumni, and guests, I present to you the graduates of the Johns Hopkins School of Education class of 2024. On behalf of the School of Education, I wish you all every success life has to offer. Congratulations, class of 2024. Before you all head out, we have a few notes for everyone. We ask that all graduates remain seated while faculty and stage guests begin to recess. Ushers will then assist you in the recessional. Families and guests should remain seated until graduates have exited their seating area. Graduates and guests will have an opportunity to visit on the back of the field immediately following graduate recession. Banners are set up by program to help graduates reunite with families and friends. I now invite faculty and stage guests to stand and lead the recessional. Graduates, before you head off campus and into the world with your new ideas and solutions to make better future for all our students, I leave you with these words. There is a spark in each of you. Ignite that light, let it shine, and own this night like the 4th of July.
Today. Congratulations again to the class of 2024.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling get off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing all control.
Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof,
and then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my god. Like oh my god. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it. Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, easy come, easy go. Now we on top, feel the shot, body rock, rockin' don't stop. Round and round, up and down, around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us, you know what we say. Party every day, party every day, and I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be